See that? So you can see water's coming up out of the, or from the body of the sprinkler, up the side of the body of the sprinkler. This is a sign that the fitting is broken and we need to fix that. So what I'm going to do now is wet your pants. Is I'm going to have to dig up around this and just have a look. I've got a good feeling the fitting snapped. Generally this happens when you've got something like a cylinder mower rolls over the top of the sprinkler and pushes down on it. Or if you don't have a cylinder mower, it could be anything. It could be, someone heavy stepping on it, or even a tyre of a vehicle. So I've got an irrigation line that runs towards this. I'm going to effectively just dig around the sprinkler and try to create as much space as possible to work without cutting through any pipe. And I want to try and keep this turf area good enough to put it back in around the sprinkler. So if I was doing this professionally, I would be getting some cardboard or some carpet. There you go. Snapped off at the sprinkler, at the, So it's 1 inch as well. So it's snapped off at the fitting. I don't know if you can see that, but there's actually a thread inside there that's stuck in there. So I couldn't put another thread in there. The problem is that the fitting is a 1 inch fitting, which I don't think I've got here. So I will have to organise for an irrigation shop to deliver one. Now, when you're doing repair work on irrigation systems, you're always better off digging out more than you need to. I need to be able to get in here, get that metal copper clamp off, which I've got a tool for, and then pull that fitting out and push a new fitting in. Now, that pipe goes that way. You might even be able to create some more space this way so you can pull the fitting out. But I'm going to just need to dig a bit more out of that. The issue we've got is we've just fertilised this lawn. So we need to act pretty quick because I want to water the fertiliser and the wetting agent in. So I'm going to make myself some room as much as possible without damaging anything further. I'm going to run some water back through that line to clear out any dirt because we don't want dirt coming through these sprinklers. Now, as I said before, if I was a professional, I'd be putting this on something to give us, a clean area to put back in, but this one's more about time than quality. So I should be able to get a cobra tool in there to pop that clip off. And I can pull that fitting out, push a new fitting in. To get the snapped off fitting out of here, what you will generally do is get like a blade or a screwdriver or something and shove it in there and twist it back out. They do make riser removal tools, which we can link up in the comments, which you can shove in there. It's just a tapered metal piece that you can use to twist it out. Alternatively, the sprinkler's not in great condition anyway. It might be worth just getting rid of it. They're only $5 or $4 and getting a new sprinkler. So my issue is I don't have the fitting, so I'm gonna go try and find one. So what I've just done there is turn the system on for 10 seconds, 5 seconds, and just blow any dirt out. The MP rotators and the R-vans really don't like dirt. The R-vans handle it a bit better, but the less you can get in there, the better. Now, fittings. So I couldn't find any fittings, but Uber did deliver our lunch, so maybe we just sit down and eat and think about this. All right, so a lot's happened since the last cut. I've had a box of irrigation delivered from WaterPro. So if you're looking to get irrigation delivered fast and you live in South Australia, WaterPro is the go. Obviously we ship nationally, but if you've got a situation like this, you might have to go local. Now, I'm hoping, so as I said before, sometimes you're better off just replacing the sprinkler. I don't want to mess around trying to get that fitting out. So the head of this is brand new, so we're going to take the head off of this and keep it. And that's going to be used for the thing. We're going to discard the old sprinkler. And we're going to put a new sprinkler on. So these are a tapered thread, and they're no thread tape required. So I'm just going to screw that straight into the base of the sprinkler. The only issue I'm worried about is getting the old fitting out. So there's a Cobra clamp on here, which I'm going to try and use the Cobra tool to pop off, and probably not going to help. It is not Dylan on the camera at the moment, it's Jonesy, because Dylan had to go do some other stuff. So these Cobra clamps are able to be reused if you can get them off. To do so, you need to be able to unclip them. I haven't given myself enough space to work after saying you need to get enough space to work, but there we go. So the Cobra clamp's off. I've just used the tool to basically pop that. Now I'm hoping I can just spin this or lever this fitting out. Now, doing this, sometimes it's going to result in the bell end of the poly's flared, which can be a concern if you're not using clips. Like if you're using 4mm, like garden poly, it would pop off, but because we're using these metal Cobra clamps, we're not going to have an issue. So I'm going to put the Cobra clamp back on first, and then I'm going to push this in. This is obviously tight now. That's a bit above grade. We're going to push that down when we're done. I'm just going to get the Cobra tool and put this clamp back on. Obviously I'm doing it from above, so it's a bit easier. Can you see that, Jonesy? Say no. No, I can see the orange cap. Yep, so that's clamped up. That's done. That orange cap's a flushing nozzle. So we're going to pull that off, take that off. We probably could do this after backfilling, but I am in a rush. I have to water in fertilizer, and I've got to do a school pickup. I'm not picking the school up, I'm picking up the children that are mine. So that's done, right? It's all fixed. Now we just have to put all the soil back in. It never goes back in as well as it came out. And we've also got the issue that this is pre-fertilized and not watered in. But I'm gonna do the best I can. That was like that. Oh gosh. And that bit goes there. See what I mean? Never goes in the same way that it came out. Nothing about a top dressing won't sort out. So that's effectively repaired, not very well, and I'll deal with all this extra soil. Got some spare nozzles because I've got a bad habit of hitting them. This is probably sitting a bit proud still, but once that grows up, we'll water all that soil in around it. I think we're going to find that it's actually not a bad height. I'm a big believer of not letting the perfect be the enemy of the good, which is why I have a lot of average things. Average lawn, average irrigation system, average BMI. Probably above average, to be honest. Anyway, hope that's helped. If you need anything advice-wise, don't hesitate to touch base with my staff rather than me. Go to waterpro.com.au and you'll find the information there. Anyway, we need to water in, and Jonesy needs to get out of here. See ya.